Now, 1 Corinthians 15, verse 57, as we last week, uthi thanks be to God who gives us victory through Jesus Christ. Masikhumbula last week, sikhulume ngalesi scripture lesi, sathi siyambonga uNkulunkulu osipha ini bazalwane? Ukunqoba. Sinqoba ngobani? NgoKristu. What does it mean ukunqoba ngoKristu? Sinqoba ngomsebenzi owenziwe uKristu esiphambanweni. Sikhona bazalwane? Okay. So sinqoba ngomsebenzi osuwenziwe. Hayi ukuthi usazokwenza umsebenzi usunjani bazalwane? Usuwenziwe. Okay? If you go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 to 16, uthi, you are the light of the world, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand and gives light to everyone in the house. Is verse 16. In the same way, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise the Father in heaven. Usethi ke kanjalo makukhanye okukhanya kwenu phambi kwabantu ukuba babone imisebenzi emihle badumise uyihlo esezulwini. Okay, so nina ningukukhanya kwezwe, umuzo wakhe entabeni ungesitheke noma umuntu akasokhela isibani asibeke phansi kwesitsha, kodwa usifaka othini ukuba sikhanyisele bonke abasendlini. Siklear bazalwane? So singukukhanya thina kwezwe. So it is us esingukukhanya. It is us that the world is looking up to, upon, ukuze sikhanyise. When there is darkness, makufika mina nawe, there has to be ukukhanya. Ngoba thina singukukhanya. So there can never be darkness. Now, so people makufika mina nawe ngoba sisindisiwe kufuneka kube khona ini? Ukukhanya. So mina ngoba singukukhanya kumele senze sidlale irole yethu yokuthi sikhanyise ukuze kube khona ukukhanya. There is no ways makumnyama endlini makufika isibani kuyakhanya ngithi bazalwane. So in the midst of darkness umakufika isibani ubani okukhanya? Ithina ngithi. So makufika ukukhanya, unless ungesikona ukukhanya, unawe uyi part of darkness, you can never bring ukukhanya. Kodwa if you are the light, there is no ways that light can enter darkness and then can be no light, because light is stronger than darkness. So it is impossible that there can be a light endlini. Umanje kusitsho ugesi, unless ugesi ungekho on, ungasebenzi, makuthiwa ugesi uvaliwe, kusho ukuthi konke mongekho ugesi uthi there is no light. Okay? So kodwa mongafaka ugesi wasitsho on ugesi noma ngabe kuthiwa kumnyama ngakanani, there is no mnyama odlula ulight. There is no amount of darkness ezokwazi ukuthi istande any form of light. Noma ngabe kuthiwa kudark yonke lendlu ufike nje nekhandlela elincane noma ungakhanyisa umentshisi kuphela kodwa ilight izokhanya ngoba no matter how small light is in the eyes of people, but light bring light. This auditorium yonke ingagcwala obumnyama kodwa mawuke wakhanyisa umentshisi ilight izobonakala and the light izokhanyisa. It may not be able to khanyisa lapha ya ekhoneni kodwa there will be light ngoba light is stronger than darkness. Galatians 2 verse 10. Paul ubhalela ibandla laseGalatia uyalixoxela ukuthi hey, so if you have Galatians 2 verse 10 ngenqamula the story, uxoxela ibandla laseGalatia ukuthi hey, mina nga eJerusalem ngabona oPeter and oPeter yodwa into abangitshela yona. Savumelana noPeter ukuthi hayi wena Peter necrew yakho nizoshumayela to the Jews, to the circumcised. Mina gibizelwe the uncircumcised, the Gentiles. Nikliya bazalwane. So sithi uPaul etshela ibandla laseGalatia. Kodwa uthi yodwa into uPeter necrew angitshela yona. Ufike nginikeza uBarnabas uthi ngisebenze naye. Kodwa yodwa imessage angitshela. Do you want to know the message? It must be a very important message. Is the message all they asked was that we should continue to remember the poor. The very thing I was eager to do anyway. So the only message uPeter ayinikeza, uPeter no James and all the apostles ayisebenza no Jesu ayinikeza uPaul was ukuthi siyacela ukuthi ugade abahluphekayo. Into esicela yona nje ungakwenza ungashumayela ivangeli every country. You can go to Corinth, you can go to Greece, you can go to Turkey, you can go to Iraq, anywhere in the world. But there's one thing sicela ukuthi please look after the poor. Now, so that's the only message. Oh, Peter, but continue but please don't forget the poor. Okay, nihamba numbers alone. Okay, now let me give you some statistics. In 25 in South Africa, 64 black people lived under the poverty line. 64, abantu about 28 million labo. Abantu abamnyama, 28 million bazalwane. 64, if it's 64%, which 38%. Okay, I simplify my statistics set. 64, which 36. Now, as I say 65, 35. Okusho ukuthi uma kunabantu abawu 10, u4, under 4 people, less than 4 people are not rich. Baphila above the poverty line. What is the poverty line? Esetshenziswayo la. Because kunama levels of 3. There is a lower, there is a mid, and there is an upper. The lower is 442, the mid is 680, and the upper is 1,084 per person. Or should manu 5 ekhaya, njengoba so 5. Income ufuneka ingene ekhaya 5,000 rand ngenyanga. Can you say it's not a bigger one? Those are not rich people. 5,000 rand ngenyanga. 64% yabantu abamnyama are living below that amount. Ihlazo. When we've got trillions and trillions of friends. Izwaki. 41% of colored people are below that line. 6% of Indians and 1% of whites. That was in 2015. Okay, listen to this. Abantu below the age of 17 in Ingane lezo. Below 74% of abantu abamnyama are under poverty. Are below that line. Now there's something. Just one more statistic. 74, touch your neighbor and say 74% bahlupeka abantwana. You know what it means? It means that if that trend, unfortunately, when I looked at the statistics of 2018, it means, the numbers are worse than they were in 2015. So the situation has gotten worse from 2015 to 2018. This makes me angry when we've got so much money in this country. So what can we do? Can we continue to be business as usual? Can we continue, it's me and my family. It's me and my kids. It's me. I want to make sure their livelihood is great. And let it be me about my kids only. Let it be me about my kids. Asavela or Khadija no Mihali. Let it be me about them only. Can that continue, Bazalwan? When your neighbor is poor, when the one oseduze wakho, it means ukuthi manu 10, the 5 rows, 2 fours, about 10 la kubantu about 10, about 6 and a half, about 7, asithi about 7 bahlupheka, but about 3 kuphela right. Can that be the kind of church that we aspire to be? Nikhona bazalwane? What can we do? I'm sure sifuna ukubuza lo mbuzo. Okay, now let's hear the word. What does it? Just one more statistics. But you know what is interesting? 80% of abantu who have little education. In other words, little education is before grade 10. 80% of labo bantu ibona laba abapoor. Kodwa kulaba abane higher education. In other words, make wa tertiary, whether it's TVET, college, noma only 8% are poor. Okay, so can you see the solution already? 8% kulaba abaye tertiary, only 8% are poor. Mabengayanga tertiary, 80% are poor. Can you see the solution already? Somebody say bambaleno. Okay, now, so the 3 things engifuna ukukhuluma ngazo namhlanje. How do you get yourself out of poverty? Number 1, how do you help your family and the next generation out of poverty? Number 3, what is the role of the church in making sure that you fight poverty? Okay, 3 things. There are 3 perspectives. I may not finish it namhlanje. If I get in 2 weeks' time. How do you get yourself out of poverty? How do you help yourself, your family and the next generation to get out of poverty? And what role can you play to make sure that you settle in poverty? Okay. I guess somebody say 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 5. Let's hear the word. We're here to guide you, give you guidance. So there's number 1. 1 Timothy chapter 5. But if a widow has children, these should learn first of all to put their religion into practice by caring for their own family and so repaying their parents and the clan, for this is pleasing to God. Susaku widow lapan. If umzalwane enomndeni, they should look after their parents, and this is pleasing, their own family. They should care for their family and their parents, for this is pleasing to God. Izwa verse 8. Verse 8. Kepha umuntu uma engabondle bakubo kakhulu abakwakhe, ukulahlila ukukholwa mubi kunongakholwa. The first area, the first responsibility is to our families. The first responsibility. On Sunday, on Friday, 2 Fridays ago, besikhuluma. Bazalwane, kungaba yihlazo uma ngineyingane eziningi mina, anginazi ingane ezintathu. Ingane zikababu uncane untshebe emhlophe lapha. Now, uncane ingane yakhe ingane yami ngokwesiZulu. Ubaba uSibu ingane yakhe ingane yami. Ukhetho ingane yakhe ingane yami. Umakhosi ingane yakhe ingane yami. Niyangizwa bazalwane? So bonke abangibizi ngomalume bangibiza ngobaba, abangibiza ngobaba omncane bangibiza ngobaba, because that's the culture yethu bantu abamnyama. Bafowethu, we have become esizwe esihlukile kunesikhuliswe ngayo. Indlela esikhuliswe ngayo izukuthi ingane uasavela ngeke aze aswele imali yokugibela eyesikoleni uncane saphila. Noma ngabe kuthiwa mina noncane sixabene sibangana, so hamba nami manje. Noma ngabe kuthiwa mina naye ingane uasavela kahlangene nendaba kababa wakhe nobaba wakhe. Kodwa uasavela mayishoda ngemali yokugibela eyesikoleni, uncane ngiyazi uzomnika for as long as ephila. We are a cultured nation as abantu abamnyama. Yokuthi ingane yamfowenu nekadadewenu ingane yakho. That is the culture that we have abandoned. Asikhulume ngeluxury, mayithi ngicela ungithengele iweave. Okay, ungane une choice ukuthi ungayithengele iweave. Mayisho Khadija, ngicela ungithengele iweave is choice. Kodwa for something as important as education. Ngoba sizwile ukuthi uma ufundile u8% walabo bantu labo, kodwa uma ungafundile u80%, the difference between u8 no8 to 72%, the difference between 72% and education bafowethu. Thina asingene indabeni zomkhulu ukuthi umkhulu kamkhulu baxabana bathakathana, asingeni lapho. Irresponsibility yami is to make sure ukuthi ifamily yami, ngoba inkinga uasavela uzoba inkinga yakhe vele uma engasasebenzi in the future. The first responsibility, akumele ngizoshumayela la kukhona ingane esekhaya engafundile ngizontshela about taking out poverty. Kusho ukuthi ngishumayela ifalasi. Ngishumayela ifalasi. Uma kuthiwa khona ingane esekhaya efuna ukufunda, the first thing uma ngina imali izothi ufuna ngikhiphe leyo mali ngihambe ngoba uma ngina, the same thing uncane engazi ukuthi uyoyenza kuasavela nakuKhadija ungasekho mina emhlabeni. I'm making example ngami so that nizobona ukuthi inkinga thina as a nation, we have become so obsessed with our families. Kuphela ingane zabo, anginazi ingane ezo3, awunazi ingane ezo2 lezo nazo wena uneyingane beyond sakhe imndeni phela bafowethu. Because the problem, we are perpetually creating poverty thina sibe sinayo indlela yokukhipha ingane zethu kwipoverty. The only 8% only kulaba bayi tertiary. Mike aya nje tertiary wenza noma certificate program to 8%. So immediately you've wiped 72% of the probability yokuthi umntwana wakho ahlale kwipoverty. Immediately. So tertiary yenza abantwana bakwazi ukuthi baphume kwipoverty. Ngeke sikwazi ukushintsha okudala, kodwa thina we have a responsibility to change. So charity begins at home. Number 1, charity begins at home. So into yokuqala ekumele uyenze is before ngizoshumayela ngepoverty, kumele ngibheke ekhaya ukuthi ngikwenzile yini responsibility. Wena, have you helped ingane zamalebo wakho? Have you helped ingane zabo abazala bakho? Have you helped them? Have you made a contribution? Bafuna imali, unesifasa uzobanikeza imali. Kodwa have you made an initiative to help them? Mongeke ukwazi, it's fine. Kodwa if you can afford, Why don't you? Number one, charity begins at home. Then angifuni ithi ngitshele. Angifuni ngoba masiqedela sokwakha ikomiti labantu abazosizwa emphakathini. Angifuni ungene kulelo komiti wena. Angifuni ungene kulelo komiti usenenkinga ekhaya. Ngithi bazalwane. Khambule uyathetha namhlanje but ufuna ukwakha. Let's build families. So number one. So charity begins at home. Number one is 1 John 3:17. Or to 1 John, if anyone has material possessions and sees his brother in need but has no pity on him, how can you love God? How can the love of God sort of be in him? Uthando kaNkulunkulu uzoba kanjani? Ngibe ngazi ukuthi ingane kaKhethowa idinga ukusizwa endingenayo imali and I can help. So number one, so akafuni ukuthi thina sibuya good and saying let's pray. Yebo asikhuleke sizokhuleka. Kodwa manje mayisekhuleke lo mntwana uzokwenza awufuni imali yokuthi ahamba aye mangosuthu. Kodwa unayo. Uthi awu mamncane ngicela ungisize la ngibiziwe ngiacceptiwe mangosuthu kodwa badinga u3,000 unayo. Bese uthi ngane yami ake sikhuleke ake sishone phansi ngedolo. Ubunayo imali. Ake nginikeze imali bese ake sikhole uNkulunkulu akusize ukuthi bakwamukele. Oh uthi yazi nami ngipitshekele njengoba ku January nje ngizokunikeza u1,000 kodwa akubheke nakosibani ukhombisa ukukhathazeka because the issue bese wena ungamnikezi bese kuphele the following week kufike lengane yakho oyispoilayo ithi funa amateke Nike uyinikeza amateke Nike engabe ukhipha umuntu kwipoverty. I think we've got to understand that education is a keep abantu kwipoverty. So James 2 verse 14 to 18 uthi he's saying the same thing. He keeps repeating the same thing. What good is it that my brothers, if a man claims to have faith but has no deeds, can such faith save him? Is 15. Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If anyone says to him, go, I wish you well, keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about the physical needs, and how does it help? So 17 who said, in the same way, faith by itself is not accompanied by action, is dead. 18 says, but someone will say, you have faith and I have deeds. Izwe lizonibuka lithi hayi mina nginikezile ingane u3,000 wena what has tenders kodwa ubunayo mongenayo it's a different story. Wena mina nginikezile ingane u2,000 angisindisiwe anginokuye so angisonto nokusonto kodwa buka. That's what the world is going to say. Now we have therefore not become the light. The world which is esebumnyameni iyona manje esi-actor as a light in our place because thina we are too focused on ourselves and our families. Unfortunately, the system yamasema suburbs awazi nomakhelwane wakho. So when we grew up thina sakhula kuyi-society and siya-accept ukuthi manje izinto sezishintshile, we're very internally focused in our families. Siyakuvuma lokho bazana kuyona problem. Kodwa asingashiyi izinto ekuyizona ezizosiza thina in the future because lo mntwana lo uma ungamnaki umshanakho njengamanje uzobuya in 20 years time esezoba isigebengu esezontshontsha kuwe. We are actually perpetually creating a system of poverty, contributing. But for you, the church cannot always look to government. You go to most of the countries, it's just the Western countries, unfortunately, we want to rely on government. But you go to Africa anywhere. Most of the African countries are one government subsidy less now, or a grant. Guess what? We are the ones that are supposed to be going out to the world. So number one, charity begins at home. Touch your neighbor and say, charity begins at home. So number one, siza ekhaya, bheka namhlanje ukuthi ungasiza kanjani ekhaya, ungasiza kanjani because usuzwile ukuthi education yokhiya ngithi bazalwane. Number two, the culture of hard work. Is uPaul uthini ku 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 9 and verse 13. So uthi 1 Timothy 5. So no widow, although no widow may be put on the list of widows unless she's over 60, has been faithful to her husband. Is verse 8. Besides, they get into a habit of being idle and going from house to house. Behambe bekhuluma izindaba. So uthi kule system yokusiza abantu uthi may below the age of 60 akahamba yosebenza. Uthi may below the age of 60 akahamba yosebenza. Angaloku ekhongozela imali from the church. Akahamba yosebenza. So here, Paul is actually advocating the system yokukhuthala and saying, "Hambo sebenza, kunabantu abamavila, kunabantu abamavila abahleze nje befuna ukunikezwa. Uthi Paul, if you are below the age of 60, hambo sebenza. Ngoba ayikho vele into ozoyihlalela ekhaya, uzohlalela ukuhamba ukhuluma. Uthi they will idle house to house behamba bekhuluma izindaba imizi nemizi. Ayikho into abazoyihlala. Hambo sebenza. Now, ukusebenza does not necessarily mean ukusebenza ngokuthi uhambe it could be udayisa amagwinya, udayisa ama-apple, udayisa amaklabishi. My sister angimboni uMakhosi wahlala inqwaba yeminyaka ezisebenza. Ngifuna ukuthi engasebenzi. Ezisebenza. In fact, she had more money ezisebenza than esisebenzela umasipala. Ukuthi nje into eyasiza kumasipala ukuthi wathole medical aid. Kodwa before esayisebenza yena edayisa esigodini abafowethu. Even esehlala embali seshadile wayidayisa. Kunabantu ngathi abahamba odayisa esikoleni bathi ngidayisa esikoleni ngoba wadayisa emncane eseyintombi. And she was making more money than most of us. Abafowethu nyanga izinto engishoyo. Kunabathi nje ngeke mina ngidayise, I'm too embarrassed ukudayisa. Embarrassed ukwenza imali. Kodwa ufuna le mali futhi. So uthi kuPaul, if you are akakhulumi nowesifazane kuphela, ukhuluma nowesifazane if you are below 60, ngiyacela hamba usebenza. So hamba ufuna something, do something. Make something, work hard. Number 3, Number 3, invest in good quality education. I think there are 5 points, 2 more long. Number 3, invest in good quality education. Bazalwane, there is a study, because in education, there is a study I was analyzing. Go to South Africa, in South Africa, only 27% of ingane is grade 4. What actually ingane is grade 4 throughout the world? Only 27% ingane is grade 4. Ezikwazi ukufunda zifundela iminingi. Kuchaza ukuthini lokho? Uma ngifunda uyinikeza story, izokwazi ukusichaza ukuthi sichaza ukuthini, ayikremanga. Awunyawuzwa nezinto engizamukisho. So, in other words, uzokwazi ukuthi athi, lesi story lesi, I've read this book, and this book iti ama characters akhona ati. Now, this is everyone. Uma uthatha the private schools, it's about 89%. If ususa ama private schools, ushia the government schools, it's 7%. So what does it mean? It means there's something engalungile kahle. So invest in good quality education. There's something wrong that has to be done with our education system so that we can help to improve the education yengane zethu. Now, when afford send your kids to a good school. Ngicela ukuphindela. Yabona nje basamala akusho ukuthi usuzo enjoy. Now, problem thina sithi no ngizoyisa esikoleni esihle ingane kwa grade 8, it's too late. Ngiyangixoxela nje bazalwane. Mawuyisa ingane ka grade 8 esikoleni esilula esihle seku late. Iqalise kwa grade R esikoleni esihle. Ufana nomuntu othi ngizokwakha double story kodwa foundation yimbi. Kunama concepts aka maths angawazi. Ocabanga ukuthi uzofundisa uthisha wa grade 8. It's too late. So uzothi mina Khambule akanginikeze iminyaka nje ngisave for 7 years ke ngisave imali bese ngithi ke uma isaya kwa grade 8 sengizomusa girls high yithi ngixoxele mntaka baba uyofika girls high ngenxa yokuthi ifoundation ayinhle kahle akazi ukwenza kahle. So what you need to do, in fact, what you can do, mzali, is ukuthi umuse kwi-foundation enhle from R to 4 ongenani. Bese uthi ka 5 usuyamdedela. Let me tell you, lo mntwana lo is sharper, will be sharper than any other child, because the foundation yakhe at least for 5 years, from grade R to grade 4 yinhle. If you invest the 5 years lo ekuqaleni, then uku-invest ekugcineni. It is more important to invest ekuqaleni than uku-invest ekugcineni. So invest in good education, because when you invest in good education, you are actually making umntwana ukuthi abe nesibindi so ukuthi aphethiwe umhlaba, because a good education will help umntwana ukuthi aphethiwe umhlaba with confidence nongasabi. Nikhona bazalwane? A good school will help umntwana ukuthi akwazi ukuzisebenzela yena independently. Will help umntwana ukuthi azibhekele ibhasari internationally. Will help umntwana abe open minded than ukuthi abe very focused ukutheni kwenzekani embali. So number 3, touch your neighbor and say invest in a good education. The last point, and we have number 4. The last point, help others beyond your family. Help the society when you can. Mina ke mangithi usiza abantu bakhipha kwi-poverty, angikhulumi nge-system yokuthi njalo uzomnikeza ikhabishi namhlanje, umnikeza ikhabishi kusasa. Hayi, akwamkhiphi kwi-poverty lapho. In fact, umenza depend kuwena. So I want us to spend the next 5 minutes now talking about what can we do to help people. I'll give you a few examples. I'll give you a few examples. Uma ngase namhlanje kunemoto engakulapha downstairs, I don't know. They say there are 30 cars. Uma ngase abafana bawu-2, bawu-3, bageze imoto ezu-10 each. Every Sunday, banamalini, mabisicharge 50 rand. Banamalini bazalwane, 500 rand. That's it, about 6. Khona sonciphisa imali, bazothula 250 rand. Can you see? Every Sunday, depend on what is ingake imoto. Ngoba vele le moto taba mawuphuma la, uzohamba egeza ku-car wash. Mazumo, babizana, bayazana ukuthi I know, Nancy group, i-roster. But every month, they're getting 1,000 rand. Asikhuluma ngithi remember say poverty line, it's 1,000 rand angithi. Can you see that person is out of poverty? Wrong. This is a practical example. Ngifuna bangaka abantu abathanda ama-slim fit. Njengami abathanda izinto phakamisa nje akunankinga slim fit. Okay? Abantu abana something edinga ukuthungwa every now and again bazalwana. Nikhona. So what should we do? We should teach 3 or 4 people ukuthi bathunge. Bakwazi ukuthunga. There are people abakwazi ukuthunga la ekhaya ngiyakwazi lo. So bazofundisa a few, and then babafundise nokukhatha, bashaya slim fit. And then next time mfundisi uma kunebhlukwe lakho elidinga ukuthi lincishiswe selizoncishiswa kuphi nendawo. I'm just giving you jalo. There is some angikhulumi ngebandla kuphela kodwa ngikhuluma what we can do for the society, the immediate society sikuyona. To at least make sure we take people out of poverty. Icathulo sisithenga phi esikole? Kabhatha ngithi edrobheni kaPhepho noma wherever. But for instance mina nginabantu who have better shoes, quality shoes than uBhatha abanganginikeza zona ngo-55 rand. Zuma le ncathulo zesikole zengane 200 rand. Okay. Now immediately can you see someone has run the numbers yokuthi between January and February and throughout the year, I can sell how many shoes manga nje ikoleni. Ngithola ngo-55 rand, ngidayisa ngo-180, and I'm selling good quality shoes. I can give you so many examples. Yini ekhona abantu abaseduze kwakho abayidingayo. Iyona lethina esizoyenza ibe available. Issue is ukuthi thina sifuna ukuletha into engeyona quality. Thina we are going to bring quality so that people can accept that level of quality. I'm just giving you a few examples. So I want us as a church to go out now and say, asibukeni, sibiza abantu, sibheka abantu so siqale ngaphakathi before sihambe sengaphandle. Siqale ngaphakathi and say, ukhona yena ongasebenzi, ukhona ohlele ekhaya, uhlalele ekhaya. Asikujaji sizokwakha namhlanje. And say, here are 15 people abasebenzi. What can you do? What skill have you got? What have you got njengamanje? Are you trainable ukuthi wenze something new? Are you can we do something with you? Can we give you new skills? If the answer is no, we can still ask you to sell something. Touch your neighbor and say, poverty is a curse. But that curse we've seen namhlanje. If curse is namhlanje. Is why Proverbs 19 verse 17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord. Whoever helps the poor uboleka uNkulunkulu imali. Okusho ukuthi momboleka uNkulunkulu into eboleka uyabuya. Into eboleka uyabuya. So lithi iBhayibheli, whoever helps the poor lends to God. Umbolekile uNkulunkulu. Kodwa unikeze usupporte abantu abahluphekayo. By supporting abantu abahluphekayo, let me tell you, whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and the Lord will reward you. uNkulunkulu uzokubuyisela. Is Proverbs 28. Those who share with the poor lack nothing. Those who share with the poor will lack nothing. Uma wena usiza abahluphekayo, awusizeli wena kuphela, kodwa ususizela ngisho nesizukulwane sakho esilandelayo. Ngoba lithi iBhayibheli, whoever lends to the poor or assists the poor will lack nothing. Awuzuleka wena, kodwa akuzuleka ngisho nesizukulwane sakho esilandelayo. Why am I saying that? Because uNkulunkulu, the Bible lithe, whoever is kind to the poor, the Lord will reward you. uNkulunkulu lithi iBhayibheli, ngiyakuhambela ububi bawoyise kuso isizukulwane nesesingaki sabanjani sabangizondani. Now uNkulunkulu mayenza izinto akazenzi igeneration eyodwa. So mawenza exegesis of scripture. Now uma uNkulunkulu kubhekwa ama generations, ubusise uAbraham, wabusisa uIsaac, wabusisa uJacob, wabusisa uJoseph, wazwabusisa ngisho nesizwe sonke. So the law of first mention sibheka ukuthi uNkulunkulu izinto zakhe uzenza kanjani. Ngiyangizwa bazalwane. Now uma esethi ke ngihambela ububi bawoyise, kusho ukuthi nobuhle bawoyise uyokuhambela nako. Isizukulwane sesithathu nesesine sabangithandayo, salabo abalenda to the poor, salabo abalekelela the poor. Okusho ukuthi wena, at least wena, your generation is covered. The next generation you Asavela is covered. Ingane zo Asavela, they are covered. Ingane zo Asavela, they are covered because you have lended to the poor. So when you are covered, because generationally, by lending to the poor, by understanding how God operates, by understanding our principles, yokuthi isizukulwane uhambela 3 and 4, okusho ukuthi wena you are guaranteed isizukulwane sesibili, sokuqala, sesibili, sesithathu, nesesine. The truth is, if generationally at least 4 generations have been doing well, it is impossible ukuthi the one generation izokwenza kahle. There is always a black sheep. Awuzungena kulo vele na oyihluphelayo. But it's kuluma ngama generations. So if 3 generations has consistently been successful, clearly the next generations now azoqhubeka abe successful. Because what you've done, you've turned around the seam for 3 to 4 generations. Okusho ukuthi for the rest of your generations, it is guaranteed ukuthi bazophumelela. What have you done? You have not only helped yourself, you have not only helped your immediate family, omzala nomshana nobani, you have also helped the poor who are outside your family. By lending to the poor, the Lord shall reward. By lending to the poor, the Lord shall reward. By lending to the poor, you have lended to the Lord, but not only to that person. challenge by saying I'm supporting the poor person. We are saying Nkosi, now I'm challenging you ukuthi ulungisa ama finances zami, ulungisa inkinga zami ekhaya, ulungisa intweni zabantwana. By challenging uNkulunkulu, we are challenging uNkulunkulu ukuthi enze something that has never been done in your family. We are challenging uNkulunkulu ukuthi atheni izinto around ekhaya, izinto around emsebenzini. We are challenging uNkulunkulu ukuthi alethi elevation ekhaya, alethi elevation emsebenzini. Lalela, you are attracting a promotion wena. You are attracting ukuthi abantwana baqale manje benze izinto ezingabathola amamaki angakaza bonakale, bathola ama bursaries and scholarships. Bakwenzeka izinto eziyimanga. Because what have you done? We have challenged God. We have said, God, it's not about me only. It's not about my family only. It is now beyond me and it is beyond my family. It is now about your people. Why am I doing this? Because I understand that I am the light to the world. I understand that there is darkness of poverty. I understand that in this world kunobumnyama bokuhlupheka, abantu bakho bayahlupheka, kodwa mina ngeke abantu bahlupheke bali ngikhona. Why? Because mina I am the light. When I step in, the light comes. When I step in, the light shines. The place brings light. Letheni izubesicala, lethe ngeke uthathe isibani usifake ngaphansi. Wenza njani isibani? Uyasibeka phezulu ukuze sibonakale, ukuze izwe libone ukuthi hayi lo Nkulunkulu okhulunywa eHOC uyaphila. We are the light of the world. We are the light of the world. Namhlanje ngizonqoba umoya wokuhlupheka. Ngizowukhipha umoya wokuhlupheka ekhaya lakho. Ngizowukhipha emndenini wakho ngegama lika Jesu. Nangomsebenzi owenziwe uKristu esiphambanweni. Namhlanje ngizokuchallenge mntaka baba. Ngithi ngeke uzohlala. Ngeke uzube la ekhaya. Ngeke uzube la ekhaya. I'm challenging. I'm saying ngeke ube la ekhaya. Uhlale ehluphekeni. Ngeke ube la ekhaya ube sendaweni yesibusiso, ube sendaweni ye-promotion, ube sendaweni la uNkulunkulu enza khona isimanga. We hear testimonies week in and week out. Ebese jumpa wena. God is not a respecter of men. And akakho favorable ukuthi ngithanda uKhambule ngimthanda uMkhize. Cha, usithande sonke ngokulinganayo. What is done to me, he will do to you even better. But what are you supposed to do? Like Jacob, he understood. Like Jacob, he understood. Ukuthi yena uyisibusiso. Noma angarojo ulabani, kodwa yena isibusiso sikhona. So noma esesekurojweni, kodwa isibusiso sikuyena. Njengo Joseph, noma esejele, lithi iBhayibheli wafumana umusa. Ngisho nakumagadi ojele. Bamgadisa ezinye iboshwa. Here is isiboshwa esifika izolo. Sifikele icala elingalenzanga. Kodwa lithi iBhayibheli waba uyena osegade ezinye iboshwa. Bafowethu, if you understand that isibusiso is your identity, that isibusiso wena uyisibusiso wena. It hasn't just did in. Sididwa i-cash flow. Ukuthi njengamanje ucash awukho. Ungabi khona kwa-cash doesn't make you. Being broke and being poor into ezingafani. You may be broke, but you're not poor. Being broke, it may take you 6 months, a year, 2 years, but it doesn't mean you are poor. There's a difference between poverty and uba broke was kashan. So when people see you, best Vanessa now, but church, no. When you are poor, I'm broke. When you are poor, baze bayibize ngocry. Kuba nje mina ngocry, ngiyazi nje njalo baba Taisha, ngocry. Mayibize ngocry, no! ungangihlanganisi no cry. When I about cry wedwa nabangani bakho, mina I'm just broke for now. But all I know is ukuthi my identity is that of a blessing. I am blessed coming in and I'm blessed going out. Angeke ngisifanise nawe wena mntaka baba hlala ucry baby, mina ngibusisekile ukuthi nje anginamali njengamanje. And engenako njengamanje ngoba mina asibuki la ngikhona kodwa sibuka la ngikhona ngokamoya. Faith doesn't look at where you are. Faith looks at where you are going. Faith looks at the future. That's why it is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of izinto ezingakabambeki ngokwenyama kodwa esezibambekile ngokamoya. So if you are broke, you are not poor. If you are poor, you may be broke. In fact, khona abaphuwa noma benemali ngoba uyazi bazosheshe bayigede vele ngoba i-mentality yabo is that of poverty. Khona umuntu ongathola imillion, khona noma ngawini lotho ka 10 million rand kodwa ngizokutshela ukuthi uphuwa loya muntu. Ngibona ngani? Ngibona ngendlela spenda ngayo. Because you spend the mentality of poverty. So if poverty is not substance, but poverty is mentality. So you may have money but be poor. You may not have money but be blessed. So poverty is a curse. It's on the poverty. It's on. Hate poverty. So we said 4 things this morning. We said charity begins at home. Have a culture of working hard. Invest in good quality education. And help others beyond your family. 4 things. 4 things. 4 things. Brother Tem, we said charity begins at home. So Sizekai. The culture of hard work. Sebenza nzima. Invest in good quality education. And help those that are beyond your family. Help beyond your family. Caesar beyond your family. Let me help you. Once more, Brother Temba, Konozo Fagel. Charity begins at home. Says Kaya. Number 2, have a culture of hard work. Sebenzanzim. Okay? Invest in good quality education. And then number 4, help others beyond your family. And we concluded with Proverbs 19:17 and Proverbs 28. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11. Deuteronomy 8 verse 6 to 10. It's going to bless you. Deuteronomy 8 verse 6 to 10. Uphinde ufunde Ecclesiastes Mshumayeli chapter 9 verse 11. So just read those 2 scriptures. They will bless you. And they actually choking you. So namhlanje ngifuna ukugoqa bafowethu ngithi ukuhlupheka akumele sibe comfortable kukhona. Akumele nje sibe comfortable ekuhluphekeni. Let's challenge it. And we challenge it through prayer, number 1, but also through deeds. Ukwenza. Angithi bazalwane? So it's not just praying only. It's praying and doing. 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 So what we do will determine the outcome. And our prayer, ngoba ukukhuleka kuphela and say uNkulunkulu akubusise mamhlophe ukade ucele imali yokugibela ukuthi uya ku-interview ngibe nginayo bese ngithi may the Lord bless you. It's not enough. We need to do. If our resources are full. I'm challenging everyone this morning. I'm challenging the church to not be a normal church. Go back this morning. Go back to your families. Go back to your family and say, kuhamba kanjani umntwana uyafunda kuhamba kahle yonke into ihamba kahle hayi ukuthi uzothi hayi ngizokuoferisha imali cha ungasho njalo ngoba bazoyithatha. If you offer it bazoyithatha noma bengayidingi cha. Just say umntwana kuhamba kahle esikoleni yonke into. If the answer is yes, may the Lord bless you. If bethe uyazi ukuba uyazi akabuyelanga esikoleni njengoba kade ku July. ngenxa yokuthi kukuthi nokuthi nokuthi, then you should do something. If the resources are full, I'm challenging you. Don't just be internally focused, but look outside.